impressive human being, everybody. Please give it up for the very funny Oliver Schmidt!
Ain't it good to be in Mason City on a Friday night? Yeah! Yeah, you guys good? You guys good? How you guys doing? You guys doing good? You guys good? I'm great. You guys want to know how I know I'm great? Because that's what women tell me before they say they don't want to date me. Like, Oliver, you're great, but I gotta worry about therapy right now. Oliver, you're great, but I gotta worry about myself and my cats right now. Oliver, you're great, but there's somebody else. When there's somebody else, I started calling that my silver medal. You know, I got dozens of silver medals, and you know what that adds up to? Fucking nothing. They don't even let you watch. Trust me, I asked. But no, I actually have a girlfriend now. It's awesome. I have a girlfriend. Yeah. Some applause and some relieved sighs from the women in the room. Yeah. No, I've been doing stand-up comedy for 8.5 years, and I was single for 8.5 years. Some of the mathematicians in the room might see me as a common denominator. But no, it's awesome because now that I'm dating, it's been so long that it's cool to see what somebody else's life is like now. Like, I went over to her place, and I keep my bread on the kitchen counter. She keeps her bread in the fridge. That's weird, right? Yeah? Yeah, well, and some people do it. And she keeps her toaster on the kitchen counter, and I keep mine in the bathroom. And I had a guy come up to me a few weeks ago after I did that joke. He's like, yeah, so you can have toast while you're on the toilet. And I'm like, that's sadder than the suicide joke I just made. But again, dating was always tough for me because I know what I look like. I chose to wear this shirt tonight. I just figured that I'd save some pussy for the rest of you. No, I used to get told that I looked like one of the Property Brothers, now I look like the Property Uncle. But I had a lady come up to me after a show and she told me, Oliver, no, you're a prize, you're a prize. I said, no, I know I'm no prize. Usually people are excited when prizes come in their cereal. I know that I'm like this because, again, I was once stood up on a date that I brought flowers to. Aww. I know. And I went around for years saying that, and I got no penny blowjobs. So shame on you people. I had confidence issues for the longest time, so I would be at a house party or I'd be at a crowded bar, and my friends would be like, she's cute, you should go talk to her. And I'd be like, she's done nothing wrong. And after enough of that, I would feel dejected to the point where I almost, gave up on love. I almost gave up on ever finding that somebody. And I'm having this crucial crossroads of a moment in my life where I'm shaving my pubes, Because I hate shaving my pubes. I grow a good beard, and it just happens by accident. So when I shave my pubes, it looks like an ISIS beheading video just... And I think to myself, I must be doing this for somebody's benefit. And that's when I have a tear come down my cheek, because I realize that there is a still beating heart in this chest, that I do, despite my cynicism, believe in love still at this point. I'm having this beautiful little moment while I'm shaving my pubes over my roommate's pillow, just... And it's awesome having a girlfriend now, because for 8 years I was doing a lonely guy shtick. It's tough dating, that was my thing. And so it was a business decision that I had to get a girlfriend. I needed more jokes, so I used to be the food joke guy. That was my bread and butter. You can see why I stopped. No. The first joke that I ever wrote on stage was SpaghettiO's slogan used to be, it's the spaghetti you can eat with a spoon. And I always wondered, who the fuck is that for? I've never met somebody who's like, man, I could go for some spaghetti, but I don't trust that fucking fork. And again, the thing with dating is, for the most part, I mostly did it just so I could go back to Olive Garden. Because that's not a place that you can really just go with the bros, And I can't go alone either, so I feel like, because if I went alone, people would be watching me at the table alone, they'd be like, oh, his wife must have died. And now he eats here alone in her memory. But then they'd see me smiling at the end of those breadsticks. Coming to my table and they'd be like, oh no, He murdered his wife. He buried her yesterday, and now he's celebrating. That sick fuck eats his spaghetti with a fork, too. But the dating is a really recent thing, and last year I was still single, so in the middle of July, I bought, because I saw on TikTok, I saw a targeted advertisement to me for a 6-foot-tall stuffed goose. And I thought, I don't have a girlfriend. But if I have a soulmate out there, I know one thing. I know she likes geese. So I bought that in July in hopes, this endless optimist in me was hoping that she would appear and I would have somebody to give that to for Christmas. But what I did not anticipate was that I just now in the corner of my room had a 6-foot-tall monument to my loneliness. Because every time I turn off the lights and go to sleep, it's just there, just like, she is not here, but I am. And dating is weird for me because I was trying to court her, and I thought it'd be a good idea for us to watch Sonic the Hedgehog 2, the movie. I know, romantic, but there's a scene in that movie where Sonic the Hedgehog washes up on a beach, and in that scene, a crab scuttles up to his unconscious body, and I look over at my not even yet girlfriend, and I want to share a fact. So I say, did you know that it's theorized that Helen Keller got eaten by coconut crabs? And she said, do you fucking mean Amelia Earhart? Because I said Helen Keller. And we'll unpack that in a second, because they're the same person in my brain. But on a worse note, she knew what the fuck I meant. Because apparently there's some equation for us mentally ill people. We can just go to a chalkboard and there's some equation only known to us where we're like, Helen Keller plus coconut crabs equals Amelia Earhart. And here's the thing, with love, with life, I don't know a lot of things. I don't know how it's going to work out. Nothing ever has. None of the relationships work out until the final one. But I know a few things, and that's good enough for me. Like, I know that I'm her gold medal. I know she doesn't eat her spaghetti with a fork. She eats it with her hands. And most importantly, I know she likes geese. Thank you, Mason City. You guys have been wonderful.